Welcome back. It's day 3 of the challenge. So I'm going to continue to introduce different concepts and principles of movement for your body so that we can integrate these and you can benefit more from the poses that you're doing. So let's get started. We've been working on strengthening the core and establishing stability just in a neutral spine. But today we're going to start to learn some other movements of the core that are going to be important to integrate into your standing poses. And we're also just doing very basic standing poses that are encouraging this neutral spine. Okay, so let's start off with that same warm-up that we started on day 1. First, we're just going to practice relaxing, tuning in, and feeling the breath. So as you relax here on your mat, feel your shoulders relax. Feel the pelvis start to open, the hips start to open. And tune into the rhythm of your breath. And let that help to start to soothe and calm the mind. So we learn in yoga philosophy, first we learn that we have this monkey mind quality, that we have all this fluctuating quality of the mind, and that yoga is a path to help to calm the fluctuations of the mind. And that's what we're learning throughout this journey. What is the path of yoga then? First stage, learning about the yamas and the niyamas. Ahimsa, we're still working on that focus of treating the body as we're taking care of the body, and that we're learning to nourish the body so that we can start to ask the body to do other things for us. Okay, so now bring your knees together. And bring your right leg up into tabletop position without the hips moving at all. Change legs, just lying down, bringing one leg up and then the other without the spine moving. Change legs, encouraging the neutral spine. Change legs. Then bring both legs up, hold there. Slowly send your right leg forward without your lower back lifting. Stretch the hips evenly out of your back. And then slowly lower the leg just a third of the way. Keep all that length. Bring the leg back up. And change legs. Slowly send your left leg forward. And lower it just a third of the way. Keep all that length through your lower back. Bring the leg back up. Change sides, right leg. See if you can go a little bit lower this time. Without the lower back lifting, keep it long and the neck long and free, jaw relaxed. Bring the leg back up. Slowly send your left leg forward and lower it slowly. Keep the lower back, neck long. Bring your leg back up. Then take your arms up to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face each other. And as you inhale, stretch your right leg and your left arm. Right leg reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, change sides, stretch your left arm, left leg, right arm. Whoops. Exhale, back up. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back up. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back up. Now bring your fingers behind your head. Hold your legs in that tabletop position. Pretend like you had a block in between your knees and that you're squeezing it. Okay, now we're going to start to work the spine in some flexion while strengthening your core. So as you exhale, I want you to crunch up towards your knees. Hold your abs in. Now when you're starting to bring the spine to flexion, your spine will naturally want to hinge from the areas where it's weakest and stiffest. So even though you're crunching up at the same time, think of growing the back of the spine longer. And then see if you can crunch up 1 more inch while growing the whole back of the spine longer at the same time. That's really challenging. Good, then lower your head down, inhale. Exhale, curl yourself up again and grow the whole back of the spine long. Now, slowly send your right leg forward while keeping the abs crunched in tight. Bring your leg back up, crunch up 1 more inch. Keep all that length in the back of the spine. Slowly send your left leg forward. Crunch up. Bring the leg back up. Good. Lower your head down, lower your feet down. Open up your arms like cactus arms. Then bring your legs back up into tabletop position. Now we're going to learn how to twist a little bit while still holding the spine long. So pretend like you had a little block in between your knees. And as you inhale, just take your knees over a third of the way to the right. Pause, and don't let your left shoulder lift. Ground your left shoulder. Keep lengthening the hips out of your back. As you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, take the knees just a third of the way over to the left and pause. Stretch the hips out of the back, looking for your neutral spine while integrating the twist. Exhale, knees back to center. Inhale over to the right. Maybe go a little bit more, as long as you can feel the left shoulder stay grounded and the spine stay long. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, come back up to center. One more round. Inhale, change sides. The left shoulder grounds. Exhale, back to center. Last one. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back to center. Good. Then hug your knees into your chest. Roll yourself up to seated and stretch into downward facing dog. So again, in your down dog, you're trying to make like an inverted V shape. The hips are reaching up. Head gets to drop down. Stretch down through your middle three knuckles and rotate your triceps down towards the floor as the inner arms spin up. Create as much space across the tops of the blades and the chest as you can. Good, then shift into plank pose. Bring the shoulders right over the heel of the hand. Hold there, breathe. As you root down through your toe mounds, the inner and outer ankles lift up. The inner thighs lift. And as you lift your belly, feel the blades come onto the back. Good. Then slowly stretch back to down dog again. Feel all that heat that was building there. It's pretty good. And then walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, and I want you to feel the whole back of the spine flex evenly. Go ahead, start to round, but that feeling like the whole back of the spine opens even. If you can feel that parts of the back of the spine aren't opening evenly, bend your knees more until you get that feeling. That's fine. Then inhale, keep the bend in the knees, come up on your fingertips and make a flat back. Stretch your chest forward, lengthen out. Then exhale, hands onto your hips. Come all the way up to stand. Okay, good. We're gonna do one more functional movement exercise, kind of like what we did in day one. So as you stand up tall over your ankles, bring your right knee up to your chest and your hands to the head of the right shin and stand tall up over your left ankle. As tall as you can make yourself, as open as you can make your left foot. Then lower that knee down. And as you press into your right heel, bring your left knee up. The body will want to twist, it'll want to sink, don't let it. Bring your hands to your left knee. Grow yourself taller as you hold that knee up. Open up your right foot. Change legs, bring the right knee up. Good. Now, take the right arm up to the ceiling. Change sides. Lower the right leg. Bring the left knee up. Grow taller and take the left arm up to the ceiling. Change sides. Bring the right knee up. Stretch your right arm up to the ceiling. Grow the hips out of the back. Grow taller. Change sides. Left knee up. Left arm up to the ceiling. Change sides. Last round. Right knee up. Both hands up to the ceiling. Oh, gotcha. Bring the leg down and the arms down. Left knee up. Both arms up to the ceiling. Good job. Then lower your leg down. Lower your arms down. Stand tall and mountain. Just feel that heat that you built. Okay, then Utkatasana warm up. Take your feet outer hips distance apart. And as you inhale, sit back in a chair, arms straight out in front of you, modified Utkatasana. Arms overhead is a little more complex, so arms straight out in front is going to help you to get into your legs, into your feet. So the first thing that we identified is the inner ankles want to sink, but Shireen's doing a good job of keeping them lifted. Feel the weight ground into your heels and feel your glutes and your hamstrings turn on. Spread across your collarbones, keep the chest open, and then come all the way up to stand. Let your arms release at your side. Good. Inhale back into chair pose and hold. Feel your legs turn on. Now pull that chest up like it's up on a string to the ceiling. Exhale, stand, arms at your side. One more time into chair. Inhale, sit your hips back, arms forward. Good. Now let's add the arms. Raise the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And let the inner arms spin back faster. Good. And fold forward, Uttanasana. So as you go into that forward flexion, feel the back of the spine open up evenly. Even if you have to bend your knees, it's okay. We're not even fully warmed up yet, so don't worry if the legs are bent. Good, then bring your hands back onto your hips and come up to stand. Turn to your right, separate your feet wide apart, and we're gonna go through those same 3 standing poses. Repetition will help you to find more steadiness in the pose and more depth. Turn your left toes in slightly, turn your right leg all the way out. Now turn that right thigh, spread your arms, and bend your right knee over your ankle. Hold here. Keep the ribs tall up over the hips and the head balanced right up over top of your shoulders. Then go forearm to thigh, extended side angle, or modified extended side angle with the forearm on the thigh. Left arm all the way over your ear. Inhale, come back up to warrior 2. And then straighten your right leg. Turn that right thigh all the way out and reach out for triangle pose. So there's a few different triangles in the pose. There's a triangle here in between your legs, a triangle here in between your torso, your arm, and your leg. And notice how these are straight lines. There's no bend here in the waist at all. The legs are nice and tall. Good, then press to your feet, inhale, come back up. Turn your feet to the other side. Now bring your hands here to the iliac crest, right at the top of your pelvis. And let your pelvis turn slightly towards your left leg as you look at your left leg. So this is a really important movement that we want to learn for triangle pose. As you go to tip out into triangle, tip this part of your pelvis, the top rim of the pelvis out over the thigh, and let it continue to angle slightly towards your left foot. Then put your hand down onto the block. Then reach the left chest forward, turn your ribs, and then take your right arm up. But notice the pelvis never twisted open. The whole rim of the pelvis keeps this slight angle towards the left thigh. That's important to protect the lower back, to protect your hip on your back leg, to make sure that you don't torque into your lower back or your hip. Feel that you're steady on your feet. Press down through all 4 corners of your feet. Then inhale, come back up to stand. Turn your left toes in so your feet are parallel. And step your legs together. Nice. Okay, then step your legs wide apart again. And we're gonna try the forward flexion pose of Prasarita Padottanasana. So start off in Ardha, tip from your pelvis, put your hands down onto the floor. Inhale, flat back. Get that Ardha length, neutral spine length. Then as you exhale, walk the hands back and let the head drop down towards the floor. Good, so remember, you can bend the knees if you need to get the spine to lengthen, But Shireen doesn't need to. She's able to get the legs to lengthen and let the whole back of the spine flex evenly. But keep looking for that feeling. Remember, it's not about what it looks like on somebody else, what it looks like on me, but it's about feeling in your body that you're able to get that movement so that you're taking care of your body, instead of trying to jam yourself into a shape that you've seen somewhere. Inhale, flat back, come back up onto your fingertips. Exhale the hands onto the hips. Come all the way up to stand and join your feet together. Good. Okay, this next one is going to be pretty challenging, but we're going to give it a shot. So turn back to face the front of your mat, and then you're going to take your strap or your towel, or what have you, and bring your right foot up in the strap. Start with the knee bent, stand tall. Press through your left heel and grow tall up over your left ankle. Now slowly start to lift the foot up to hip height and stretch it out in front of you. But the higher that leg goes, and the more straight the leg goes, the more your left thigh will want to come forward and your body will want to sink. I'll show the improper way, Shireen's showing the right way. So this, I call this water skiing pose. This is what I'm doing. But Shireen's doing mountain with the legs stretched out, and that's what we're looking for. Hold here, 5 breaths. Grow tall through the spine, open up through the left foot. Good, then lower that leg down. Change legs. Bring your left foot up. And stretch the leg straight out in front of you. As that leg goes forward, don't let your right leg follow. Grow tall up over that right ankle. Breathe the left leg straight. Open up through your left foot. Good, then bring your leg down and fold forward. Just drop that strap to the side. Step back to down dog. Then make your way onto your back. Lie down on your back, hands at your side, and we're going to do upside down Dandasana. Take your legs straight up. Urdhva Prasarita Padottanasana. That's the one, I think. Yeah, Urdhva Prasarita Padottanasana. Okay, Padasana. I don't remember that one. Let's Google search it. Okay. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Doesn't matter. Hands at your side. Roll the shoulders open, and now breathe the legs as long as you can. All right, now let me see if you can just lower the right leg halfway while still keeping your spine long. This top leg can be bent if it's too much on your hamstrings or on your back. Bring the leg back up. Slowly lower the left leg. Keep your lower back long. Good, now slowly change legs. Keep the spine long. Slowly change legs. Slowly change legs. Slowly change legs last round. Then bring both legs straight up. Breathe the legs long. Stretch your arms overhead. And grow your spine long as you stretch your arms. Grow the legs even longer, like you're lifting the ceiling and dropping your tail down at the same time. Good, then bend the knees, set the feet down. Hug your right knee into your chest as you stretch your left leg out along the floor. Then open your right elbow out to the side. Hook this right big toe behind your left knee. And then twist. Take it over to the side. Ooh. Let the right shoulder release towards the floor. Breathe the right side hip out of your back. Come back to center. Change sides. Hug the left knee in. Stretch your right leg. Open the left arm out to the side and twist. Come back to center. And stretch your legs out for corpse pose. Shavasana, final relaxation. Let your feet fall open. Let your palms turn up at your side. Let go of any tension that you're still feeling in your hips and in your back. Let the muscles of the abdomen relax, the shoulders and the chest. Let all the muscles in your face soften. Let the eyes release back, the jaw, the tongue. And even feel that the front of your brain can release away from the front of the skull. Let the rhythm of the breath help to soothe the mind. Then gently bend your knees and roll over to your right side. Then press yourself up to seated. Sit up straight and tall, join your palms together. And just take this moment before you go on about your day. Take a moment to be still here, seated upright, to feel the effects of the practice. Then gently lower your head towards your heart. Lift the head and open the eyes. Thank you. Namaste. Hey, remember to hit the like button on the video today. Leave a comment below. Let me know how the challenge is going for you. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.